Hello, my name's Dan and I am going to be building a replica outfit of Commander Cody from Star Wars. You may be wondering, why am I doing this? What is the reason for doing that? Who is Commander Cody to begin with? Well, Commander Cody is a clone commander from Star Wars Episode 3 of the Star Wars films, present at the Battle of Utapau, most notably. It's all sounding gibberish to you if you don't know what Star Wars is. Basically, he's a clone commander from Star Wars. Now, I've always wanted to do this thing called cosplaying, which is essentially where you dress up in outfits of your favorite characters, villains, heroes from, TV shows, games, books, novels, films. For some people you think, oh, that sounds really cool. For others, you might be thinking, that sounds really nerdy. I'm going to tell you now, I'm a complete novice at craft. I did Warhammer for a little bit, but that was kind of like one of those little things I just did to fit in with everyone else at Warhammer Club. I never really was any good at it. I could build the models, I just couldn't paint them. So, to do this is to essentially jump into the deep end, because to construct clone armor, especially Commander Cody, it's an intricate affair, and it does require a level of craftsmanship. So this should be interesting to see how this goes, but I'm going to document each stage of my little journey and keep you updated, and if I do fail horribly, then you'll be the first to know on here. But enough of all that, let's just jump right into it, shall we? I'm just going to show you, well, you might think you're just looking at a rather untidy workbench right now, and you are right, it is ridiculously untidy. But this is my little workspace here. I'm just going to go through the things today to start with my build. So let's get into it. Well, over here you will see we have files. You're going to need these, or I'm told, really. Oh, by the way, I should probably mention all this information I found. I did months of research in advance to make sure I knew what I was getting myself into. And a lot of that research comes from clonetroopers.net, which is a fantastic site. If you're interested in building your own cosplay or outfit of a Star Wars character or a clone trooper, that is definitely the place to go. They're very helpful. They'll give you plenty of tips and pointers as to where to go to get materials and what you're going to need. One of these things is files. What we got over here? Safety gear, important. We're very safe here in this house. We're not going to demolish my fingers or get stuff in my eyes or breathe in horribly toxic fumes. A nice little screwdriver. A Dremel. I've been told this is an absolute essential for this kind of craft work, so I went and got one, and it is rather nice. And I also got the little intricate tool attachment. I just wrecked all my files, so that's a bit of an OCD moment. Just fix those right now. Behind that I have some various levels of sandpaper. We got 80 grit fine, 240 grit coarse. And that's a jet plane. Wasn't that exciting? Right. So yeah, I have sandpaper. You need different grades of sandpaper. I have a sanding block here as well, another sandpaper over there. I was told you need different grades of sandpaper for different sort of layers of sandpapering. And over here I have more of my Dremel gear, sort of sanding tools and all that. Primer over here, not sure if it's the right kind, we'll soon find out. Filler, for filling in any seams and gaps and stuff before you prime. Never worked with this stuff before, should be interesting. Apparently car filler is the best, I don't know. Not sure what that knife is there for. That's for applying the filler. That's a Dremel CD. And that's it on the tool front, really. So you're wondering now, where is the thing I'm going to be working on? Well, if we just magically make it appear. Behold, there it is. This is the Commander Cody Phase 3 bucket by EVO3 props. Absolutely fantastic work of art, this, in my opinion. It looks incredible, it feels incredible, the material is very solid, sturdy. it's just a work of art how he managed to, you know, mold this for me. EVO3 is widely regarded as probably one of the best prop makers for Clone Trooper armor kits and all that, so especially helmet buckets. So I will be posting the link to his Facebook page where you can contact him there if you are interested in that kind of, in joining me on my little quest to build a replica Clone Trooper outfit. It comes along with a visor that is characteristically trademark of Commander Cody, and other bits which I don't have with me right now. They're in my house, but I don't really need them today. So basically the process for today is, this has been washed. I've been reading the forums. What we have to do is wash this thoroughly a couple of times. I did something which a little tip I found on the forums was to wash it with, not wash it, spray it with tire cleaner, which will remove chemicals on it, apparently. Don't know if that was a good move or not. Well, it seems okay. I then continued to wash it with soap and cold water. I gave it a light sanding, but I haven't really done anything apart from that. Today the process will be to really sand it. I'm not sure if you can see, there's like little blemishes. Let me see if we can get that. Is that it? Can we get that there? Yeah, there you go. These little blemishes there. There's more around here somewhere. There we go, around this side. Go on. Focus. There you go. Nearly. Nearly. Ah. There. Well, we got it just about there. Yeah, more blemishes here, you see. These need to go. These do not look good. And also, you can see these like these lines up and down the helmet. Yeah, those are not staying there. We're going to get rid of those today, hopefully. Apparently using the filler, which is over there. We'll see how that goes. Also on today's to-do list is to cut out the visor area with the Dremel and drill the little holes in there and get those all out of the way. And that will be that for the bucket for today. For this, we have to sort of sand down, trim down these edges, make sure they're nice and the way they should be. Then strengthen the inside with Bondo filler, which is again that thing over there. So you can just make it sturdy and make it look just nicer and smoother. Sand it all down and yeah, that's the game plan. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we're going to see. So, well, hello, I'm back. It's just coming up to tea time now, so I am going to go away and eat something. But I think I've made good progress considering I had no idea where to start to begin with. Initially, I started with sanding the helmet again, but I made the mistake of using the Dremel, which is there, with a nib that is a bit too rough for what I was after. So I think somewhere along here you'll be able to see. Yeah, maybe if I can just. Right, well, it'll be around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see that little, that there. Yeah, that's when I first tested out, but it'll be fine, that'll sand off. It actually looks like battle scarring, I guess, but instead I focused my attention on the helmet visor for Cody. And I used the Dremel to amazing effect, I think, to really smooth out all these edges. I was really impressed with the Dremel. I mean, it's fantastic. I don't know what I would do with that, because I tried using the files to begin with, but they take forever. So, I mean, if you look at it, there's still lots of stuff to find out, especially the front bit. I need to really get a sort of file to that. More sandpaper. Apart from that, that's coming on well. I'm glad I sanded that down the way I have. And it now fits onto the bucket, which I'll just show you real quick. So this is what it should look like roughly when fit onto the bucket, which looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So as you can see, I mean, we've still got lots of work to do, and I probably haven't even put that on properly, but it's just a rough idea. And as you can see, there it is, coming along. the definitive Cody visor. So yeah, after tea I'll probably come back, do a bit more touching up on this, on the visor. I really want to get the edges as good as they can be, and maybe I might get onto the Bondo this evening. That means I can leave it to set overnight, so when I come back from work tomorrow evening I could get to work on sanding that down. So yeah, so far so good, guys. I haven't really broken anything. The place is an absolute tip already. I'm not very good at managing my workspace. So the time is now just coming up to 10:30. I do not know why I'm still doing this. I guess one of those things where you sort of get into it and you get carried away with the time. As you can see, we have made some progress. As of now, the visor is cleared away. I used the Dremel cutter right there. It's a big cutter. I think there's a smaller one in that box somewhere, which you can use, which would probably been better. But what I did was I just cut little triangles there and there, there and there, there and there, and just sort of used those tools here to file out the rest. Now, I did do something stupid which I'm going to have to fix. I'm not sure, you can probably see it already actually, right there. Now, I'm still debating as to whether that entire line there should be there, and I think it is, and that part is just my fault right there, that little error. So I'm going to need to sort of refill that at some point, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. I guess that's just part of the fun, isn't it? It is quite noticeable, which is the annoying thing, so I do need to get that fixed, but yeah. I've just given it a quick sand on the interior, but you can probably still see it's all pretty rough around the edges, so there's still a lot that needs to be done there to get it up to scratch. And then maybe tomorrow I'll start on drilling out these holes here for the mouthpieces. But all in all, it's looking alright. I was gonna do the Bondo filling for the little seams you see running up and down here. See, all the way up there, sort of down here. But I never got around to it, and I think it's time I went to bed now. On the visor front, I did manage to get it all cleaned out, and I did my first attempt at Bondoing, which looks like a complete mess. I'm sure you'll agree. I wasn't sure on the correct technique for applying this. I just figured I'd apply my first layer and put on as much on as possible. Not sure if that was the best idea, but the thing about Bondo filler is this one's very easy to sand, so you know, it's just putting up layer after layer, and this first layer will tell me if I'm doing it right or wrong. Yeah, it doesn't look very smooth, I will admit, but I'll sand it tomorrow and see how it looks then, and maybe it'll be a different story, and I'll reapply it again and see if I can get any tips on the internet on how to do it a little less messier. But yeah, that's where we're at after day one. It's coming along very nicely. I'm really excited to get the rest done after work tomorrow and see how we go from there. Alright.